you what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now.
Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome to the Farming Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. My name's Leslie and we're gonna be doing and making something kind of fun today. And as you can see, I'm getting out my Ninja. It does all sorts of things, but I use it mainly as a slow cooker. I have a crock pot that I still use. You saw it probably the other day, and we're gonna use it again today. So I'm just getting out the ingredients I need. We're going to make kind of a dip for chips. And it's one I have seen a lot on the internet, and I don't know if it's going viral or whatnot, but I've definitely seen it online and I want to try it and make it. So I'm getting out the ingredients. I thought I gotta cook something for my friends, and what we're having for supper tonight is just it's just canned manwich. We're doing something simple. So I'm like, I'm not gonna cook manwiches for them online unless I was making a homemade manwich. But I knew I've been wanting to try this dip. So I thought, let's do this dip together. So, okay, I think I'm getting everything out. I've got to open up some cans and stuff, and we will get started on making this dip. I'm super excited. I don't know about you guys. We're not super duper sports addict fans. My son-in-law, Jamie, loves sports. He is crazy about sports, but he's the only one in the family that is like that. We enjoy when it's tournament time, you know, when it's the Super Bowl. Of course, we really just watch the Super Bowl for the commercials and the food, but sometimes we watch the World Series, but for the most part, the one we get pretty interested in is the ACC basketball tournament and the NCAA. We are huge Duke fans. Sorry for anybody who's a Carolina fan out there, but that's who we are. And so it is NCAA. Duke won the ACC tournament, and so I thought this might be something in case you're watching the tournaments that you can fix for your friends and family and just sit around and get crazy about the basketball games. When I was a teenager, I'm not quite as crazy about them as I was when I was a kid, but when I was a teenager, I remember my mama laughing at me because I would like get up and like get my feet up on the couch, and I would just like, if they got a basket, I would just throw myself down on the ground. I was crazy back then for basketball. Not so much now. I guess it's lost its importance to me. But occasionally we do like to watch a good basketball game, or better yet, I'm binge watching, what is the name of that show? Sweet Magnolias, I believe is what it's called. It's about these 3 friends who are in this town. And so I've started watching that. And or whatever show you're binge watching, if you're binge watching a show. Wicked Tuna. We can eat this dip while we watch Wicked Tuna. So, all right, I'm going to get started. I'm going to quit chit-chatting with you and we'll get started, and I'll meet you over here at the island. All right, so let's get this started. Now, where I saw this online, they didn't give like on the sour cream, I didn't hear the ounces that they add. So we're going to wing it, which is totally fine. We're going to add 3 blocks of cream cheese. And as you can tell, great value and a Philadelphia. I am not brand specific. I just buy what I grab or what they have. And unfortunately, I didn't realize it, but this is like a low fat. But that's okay. These two aren't. So won't balance out, but you know. So I'm going to get 3 of these open and in here, and if anything sticks to the paper, I do scrape that off because I don't want to leave any of the goodness or throw any of the goodness in the trash can. So that's what I'm going to do here, and I'll bring you back once I get all 3 opened and in the pot. All right. See how much cream cheese I got from that. So we're going to get that in here. Now I'm going to go, she used half of a container. I did not see what size container she had. It looked about like this size. So we're going with half of this container of sour cream, and it's a 24 ounce. So I'm going 12 to 16 ounces of sour cream. We're just gonna dollop that right in. All right, there we go. Okay, and now to that, we're going to add in 3 cans of this whole kernel Southwest corn. It has poblanos and red peppers in here. So we're going, I've drained all 3 cans, and we're going in here with 3 cans. I think I heard somebody pull up. All right, 3 cans of that. Y'all, that smells so good. That smells so good. Let's see. Trying to see if I heard somebody drive up or not. Now we're going in with a container of, not a container, a package of pepper jack cheese. Again, I did not see what size. So I'm going to just go in with this 1 pound size package of pepper jack cheese using my kitchen shears to open it up. And we're just going to throw it in like a block of cheese. We're not shredding it or anything because we're going to put this in the crock pot. We're going to turn it on. So the seasoning she used was just a little bit of Tajin. And so I'm going to use some of this, and of course we will taste it and see if it needs salt. Everything in here is pretty seasoned. So like that corn is really heavily seasoned, that pepper jack. So we're going to try this. We're going to stick this on low for a couple of hours. We're going to stir it, taste it, see if it needs anything, and maybe add some green onions. Now they added cilantro. They say there's people that you're either 1 or 2 on the spectrum, that you either really love cilantro or you hate it and it tastes like soap. Believe it or not, I'm probably not on either one of those spectrums. I'm kind of in the middle. I guess I would lean more towards disliking it, but I don't just dislike it. Sometimes when we use it, I just maybe not want quite as much. So they use cilantro at the end in there. So I don't have cilantro, and I'm not going to use cilantro. I'm actually going to use probably some green onions and just sprinkle that on and see if that works. But okay, crock pot on low for 2 hours. I'll see you when we get ready to stir it. So while our dip is melting down and getting all ooey gooey and delicious, I thought I would come on here and talk to you guys just a little bit. I've mentioned on a couple of our videos that Bryant and I were starting a second channel. Very much faith-based, spiritual talk, conversations with he and I. He and I will discuss things, maybe things that he and I don't see eye to eye on or whatnot. Well, our first video has already been uploaded on that channel, and I wanted to invite you guys to go and like it. The first video is just basically us kind of telling a little bit about our history and just to kind of get to know us situation. So I will link that channel down in my description, but it is called Conversations with Bryant and Leslie. So please go check that out. I am excited for us to get it started. A lot of you guys have requested more spiritual content, faith content, and we just felt like that the best thing to do was probably just start a second channel, because this one is just a lifestyle channel, which Jesus and our faith is woven throughout the Farming Pastor's Wife. I mean, the name of my channel is the Farming Pastor's Wife. So our faith in Jesus is woven throughout everything. But we thought it was very important to start a second channel where we could just seriously discuss topics, maybe not so seriously discuss topics, and just invite you guys along with us. That right now is taking place here in these two chairs. Bryant and I sit here and we talk to one another and to you guys. And so this is kind of where it's taking place right now. However, I am hoping to do some deep cleaning, but it's going to take a long time for that. So one of the bedrooms, I thought extra bedrooms, we could turn into like a little studio. So hopefully that will happen. If not, it may happen here for a little while. We may move the chairs around to different places and see where. We've actually thought in front of the fireplace would be a good spot as well, as long as we don't have a fire in the fireplace. So I just wanted to invite you guys to go like it. It is Conversations with Bryant and Leslie. I will link the channel in case you have a hard time finding it. I'll link it down in the description below. Would love for you to go hit subscribe and join. It's still our family. It's still you guys. So hopefully you will share it with your family and invite them to come and join with us with the Conversations with Bryant and Leslie. Okay, so speaking of deep cleaning, I went to Sam's yesterday and got a huge box of big black trash bags. So I think I'm going to get started while the dip is cooking, and then we will be back. Hey, you guys have asked, when am I going to try the muffaletta sandwiches and other things? So that's probably going to be on the next video, which will be Thursday's video. So we're going to try the muffaletta sandwiches, muffaletta. They pronounce it two different ways. And so we're going to try those sandwiches probably on the next video. But today we're having sloppy joes and this hopefully delicious dip that I'm not sure it's viral. I don't know. I don't ever check those things to see if something goes viral or not. But I just saw the recipe and thought, hey, we need to try this. So, okay, I'll see you back when it's time to check on that dip. Okay, everyone, I just heard the crock pot beep. So let's go see what it's done. Now, Isaac has already come in real briefly and kind of got into it. But I don't think everything was completely melted when he got into it. So let's take a look. Oh my goodness. That looks good. All right, I am going to go get the chips. We're going to give it a try. And hopefully Bryant will be here before I have to get this video up and going. All right, so I bought these Fiesta size chips. Put the lid back on until I got the chips out. I have cut it off, but I think I want to cut it on maybe warm, just keep warm. But I'm actually going to scrape the spoon because I left some stuff on the spoon, so I thought let's just scrape the spoon. Still a lot on the spoon. I'm gonna cover it up so I don't get any crumbs down in it. All right, let's give it a try. That's really good. I know you can hear me crunching and I'm sorry. That's really good. It does not need any salt. Maybe the green onions, but I don't want to do that till we're ready to serve it. So let me tell you what, show you, I'll talk to you a little bit about our supper. And then hopefully before I have to get this video edited and out to you guys, Bryant can come in for a quick taste test. So for supper tonight, I told you we're just having good old home, or not homemade, but store-bought manwich sandwiches, and my hamburgers thawing out there. I actually prefer the Aldi brand, but we're using the real manwich, and these are my favorite, like just for manwiches, like non-specialty buns. Those are my favorite. And so we're gonna have manwiches. We're gonna have a side of dip and a side of chips. That's what I'm gonna have. And Bryant's gonna have a sandwich, a side of dip, a side of chips, along with a side of Tums, or off-brand Tums. We're gonna have manwiches. Manwiches always give Bryant a little bit of heartburn. So I'll set this in a saucer beside him, and it can be his second side dish. So, okay. So let's hope and pray Bryant gets here to taste this before I have to get the video edited. But if not, I'll come back and say goodbye, and I'm anxious to see what he thinks, to even see if he thinks I need to add the green onions on top. I think the green onions would be mainly for color, but it's beautiful as it is. I don't know if you guys can see it. Isn't that pretty? I think the green onions would make it pretty. Like I said, the recipe, the actual recipe calls for cilantro. I don't have cilantro, and we're not that big of a cilantro family, although we don't hate it. I explained that earlier. So anyway, this is really good. So, all right, I will see you guys back either with Bryant or to say goodbye. So don't go anywhere. All right, so Bryant and Daniel have come in from the farm real quick. So let me fix Bryant. I don't know. Have you decided if you think he'll like it? He's a little iffy. Daniel's not a vegetable person, so if there's any red or green in here, he's probably not going to eat it. So, all right. Let me get him some chips.
Tell him I'm dirty because I've been working.
He's dirty. Yeah, but we're setting up. They're setting up. We're setting up. They're setting up chicken houses.
Yeah. Not we.
Yeah. I've been in here slaving over this dip and making sure I had plenty of Tums for your supper tonight.
What kind of supper
We're having manwich and this dip, so I said I'm serving your manwich with a side of dip, a side of chips, and a side of Tums.
Did you tell him it gives me heartburn?
Gives him heartburn.
Oh, here we go.
Can they see you trying it?
Yeah, let's see. Let me turn around. I'm sorry. I was turned sideways. Kind of tastes like Mexican street corn.
It does, don't it?
Yeah.
Do you think it needs some green onions? I could put some green onions.
I would. You give it some color.
The recipe calls for cilantro, but we're not huge cilantro folks, so.
Is there something that gives a little heat?
There's some poblano peppers and jalapenos, I think, in the corn.
But it's not too hot.
And there's some Tajin. I don't think Tajin's hot, but.
I can see that. I see that in there. But, yeah.
You like it?
Mm-hmm. I had no idea it was kind of like a Mexican dip, but it's good.
Yeah.
Really good.
I said when we watch March Madness, when Duke plays.
That's right.
We can have this dip and enjoy it.
That's a really good side dish, really.
And Daniel says no.
Go Heels.
He says go Heels.
Go Heels.
North Carolina Tar Heels is who Daniel pulls for. All right.
That's really good.
Really good. Okay.
You try it?
So this was an online. Yeah, I've tried it. So this is an online recipe, and it actually worked out. Some of the online recipes I tried do not work out, but this one actually did. So we might maybe add some green onions. I'm not sure. I may just leave it as is. So, all right. Thank you guys for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. they're gonna head back to the chicken houses, I guess, or are y'all done?
Nope, gotta go.
Gotta go back. So, all right. We'll see you next time on The Farmer and Pastor's Wife. Remember, the grease is hot enough. You can fry anything. Bye, y'all.